Hello everyone. Today we have Shakila Danish from Afghanistan, and right now she is living in Sweden. Thank you so much, Shakila, for coming at our interview series, Institute of Peace, supported by Rehan Allahwala. Our organization mission is to go working on SDG goal number 1, poverty elevation, and SDG goal number 17 and 15, peace and justice. So here is my first question with you, Shakila. Where were you? Who were surrounded with that inspired you to do what you do today?
Uh, can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah. My question is, where were you? Who were surrounded with that inspired you to do what you do today?
Actually, it was my family. Uh, they were always there for me, and my brother is really supportive. He has always encouraged me to be confident and to be me and to live my life. And when I came to Sweden, I met Caroline, who is a very kind and extraordinary person. Um, so she encouraged me even more. Um, yeah, these are the most important people surrounding me, and um, they encouraged me the most.
Yeah, Caroline also connect with we are correct. Caroline also connect. We both also to each other, and Caroline also is a beautiful woman who work for Afghan women. He shared with me. Here
Yes.
is my question again. Follow up question with you. Can you please understand my question here? Where were you? Who were surrounded with that inspired you to do what you do today? First, explain where were you, then explain who were surrounded with you, then explain uh, what inspired you to do what you do today. So, my audience can know you very well.
Okay, so you want me to start with where was I, right?
Yeah, yes,
Okay, so as everyone knows, like 2 years ago, everything was really normal. They were living in Afghanistan. They had the very peaceful, and it wasn't so 100% peaceful, but we were really normal and living our lives in Afghanistan. And then when Taliban took over Afghanistan, they came to Kabul. Everything changed. I had to change, and we had to leave the country. Yeah. So everybody just we got apart. My brother went to America. I came to Sweden. My little brother, my younger brother, he went to Spain. Then um, I can say the fact that I got the chance and the opportunity and the blessing to get out of Afghanistan, I still, um, I can still go to school. I can study. I can, I can be me. I can be counted as human being. This inspires me so much because like millions of girls in Afghanistan don't have this little opportunity, which is not an opportunity but a basic need and a basic uh, human right. Um, this inspired me to do what we are doing today.
okay, thank you so much. Uh, you did not explain yet what inspired you to do what you do today.
Uh, Actually, I did. The inspiration is the fact that I appreciate what everything I have, and I understand that the basic, even the basic human rights I have here as a human, all the girls in Afghanistan, millions of people in Afghanistan, my my sisters, my brothers, they don't have it. And it inspires me to use every opportunity and to thankful for every blessing I have.
Thank you so much. You said you also want for your brother and sister who they are living in Afghanistan right now. You want to peace for them and want justice for them. So, how look like justice and peace in Afghanistan when you are in the Afghanistan?
Like before Taliban.
Yeah.
So before Taliban, corruption was something normal. But about peace, we at least had peace in the cities. We had peace while going to school. We could learn something. We could go to school. We had our basic human rights. We could. Um, Everybody was counted as human being, like it is in every corner, in every other corner of the world. There is a huge difference. I mean, I can't say that before Taliban there was 100% peace and everything was perfect in Afghanistan, but I can say that after Taliban there is nothing left in Afghanistan. No peace, poverty, or um, education. I mean, it's banned, so nothing is left in Afghanistan for Afghans. And by peace, I mean um, now there is no bombards in the cities, but I mean the terrorists are always there, so it's not peaceful anymore.
Okay. Uh, Here's my follow-up question with you. After Taliban, you think there is no peace and no justice for Afghan women right now. I am right?
Exactly. Yeah,
100% or something like 50-50.
100%. So what is left to be taken? I mean, um, so nowadays girls are just they require girls to just sit at home, and tomorrow they might even ask them to die. I mean, when they can say that you cannot go to school, you cannot wear everything you want. I mean, not everything, but you must wear the burqa. You must act as the man wants you to act. You must not talk. You must stay silent. So that's equal to death. Um, they can cross any limit. I mean, they have crossed every limit. So I don't see any peace. I mean, by peace, I mean when I sleep at night, I don't feel a burden like I am in prison. When I feel like I'm in prison, which every girl in Afghanistan now feels it, that means that there is no peace.
Yeah. Uh, Thank you so much for giving your valuable wisdom to my audience. Right now, not peace and justice in Afghanistan. But however, we hear from news in Pakistan after Taliban, Afghanistan economy is growing very fast. How you think about this?
So I don't know. I mean, everyone I know is jobless. Everyone I know is suffering. Everyone I know is, I mean, the boys are jobless, the girls are jobless. People are thinking about how to leave Afghanistan. Everybody. There is no exception. And
Okay.
yeah, um, so how is the economy growing? It's just, I don't really get it.
Okay, what is the source of your knowledge or your news are you saying right now? Are your relatives? telling you, or you are hearing from some news?
I mean, if you, yeah, from news, relatives, everywhere. If you open the news channels, you can see um, not the news channels, but all the YouTube channels and every connection I have in Afghanistan. I can only see the videos of poor people crying for for 100 Afghani. Um, I can see fathers crying because they cannot feed their children. I can only see mothers crying because they cannot feed their children. They cannot go to work. I can see girls crying because they're forced to stay at home. They're forced not to work. So uh, I can say it's just a lie. I mean, how is the economy growing when people are dying of hunger?
I apologize. Some internet connectivity issue happened. That's why we cut it our communication. Please continue.
So what I was saying is that I don't understand how is the economy growing while everybody is complaining about poverty.
Okay. Here in Pakistan, we feel love about Taliban in common people of Pakistan because they feel they are more religious and very good behavior about Islam in Afghan, and they want to implement that rule of Islam so people can follow and live their life peacefully. What do you think about this?
I mean, I'm speechless because, you know, what kind of Islam is it? Um, is Islam all about killing people and stopping and killing women? You know, is Islam all about um, suppressing I mean, taking every simple right from women? Is it just anti-women religion? It's not.
No, in
So
Islam, no, no. Absolutely, in Islam, they not taught us about women feel like this. However, I feel personally in Pakistan, mostly people like Taliban because they feel they are heroes for Islam. They are fight with Americans for their rights. What do you think about this?
they didn't kill Americans, they're killing Afghans. It's a lie. I can talk about my experiences with Taliban. When first Taliban came to Kabul, there was a demonstration on September 2021. It was in Kartis, I guess. So we went there. We were demonstrating, but the Taliban refused to even talk to us. They weren't even looking to us. The Talib told me that you're a girl and I won't talk to you. You're not capable of it. Bring me your mahram and I'll talk to him. So imagine this happens in Pakistan. Imagine girls are banned from going to school just because you're a girl and it's not something Islamic. You shouldn't go to school. I mean, in which other Islamic country girls are not going to school? Girls are banned from going to school. In which other Islamic country women are not allowed to work? In which other Islamic country, I mean, men are not allowed to, I mean, choose their hairstyle? For
No, in
me, Taliban are just a bunch of illiterate people, yes, that are misusing the name of Islam for their personal purposes, for their other political purposes.
okay.
Yes, and it's the point. It's not just my point of view, and it's like many Afghan people's point of view.
So how will you think this type of fighting will stop in Afghan in future?
Just by education, there is no other way. Um,
So
I don't know any other way because I don't know. I never went to a war, so I would. Um, but the only way we can stop this or we can change the situation is to educate people, to empower women, to empower everyone, and to educate Taliban. I don't mean
okay, so
educate only
how
Taliban.
how do you have any research how far internet penetration or internet user in Afghan right now? How much percentage
Internet users?
internet users
You mean like social
in
media users?
social media users are browsing people who search for any problem solution on internet in Afghanistan. Please share stats from rural areas of Afghanistan also.
Okay. In the cities like Kabul, everybody uses internet. Everybody. Herat, like the more developed cities have internet, so obviously everybody uses internet nowadays. But in less developed cities, or maybe in countrysides, people don't have access to internet. They hardly have access to um, they don't use so much internet or social media, or they simply have a TV, or some don't even have a TV.
Okay, so how do you think without internet any philanthropist can educate Afghan women or Afghan male?
So that needs to be worked on. What Taliban is doing now is doing the opposite. They are cutting everything, like cutting internet, cutting. Um, they want to take control over everything people are doing. So they want to stop this educating people. Um, this is something that cannot be achieved so fast and overnight. This needs to be worked on. And I mean, people are interested in learning, but they're just not allowed. Like before Taliban, I could see in 6 years, I lived in Afghanistan for 7 years. In that 7 years, I could see so many improvements. People were improving so fast. Like people were coming from Jaguri, from Malisan, from different provinces to Kabul to study for Concord examination. The number of people coming from provinces were more than the people who were actually living in Kabul. They were working so hard. They were studying so hard. Um, I mean, I could really see an improvement and the enthusiasm the people had for learning.
I am working with a Rehan Foundation who
Hmm.
are working for SDG goal number one and SDG goal peace and justice. So we are helping people how they can educate themselves with digital and technology so they can work as a freelancer on marketplaces like Upwork, Fiverr, LinkedIn, Indeed. So if you want to connect me with any Afghan woman or any men, so we can help them how they can educate themselves and work as a freelancer on international marketplace through internet with the help of internet. And we also running a peace interview series like this. If you want to connect with me Afghanis, so we can help them to educate and we can connect them with people who can help them so they can going through their happiness and peaceful life. So how you think my idea is helpful for you or your people?
For my people, so freelancing is not something that it might be possible in some areas of Kabul province now, but as I can see, the situation is, I mean, it's getting worse day by day. It's hard to most, I mean, people hardly have access to good internet and good computer. And um, if you're talking only about women, so um, I think this is good, but yeah, this is something amazing. But the problem is that I cannot assure if they have access to internet. It's a huge problem in Afghanistan having access to good internet.
Uh, Here is my idea with you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't say you connect with me all the women or all the men. How
Mm-hmm.
much you can connect me so one by one we can help them.
That's wonderful. Anything that is, I mean, nowadays the simplest step can help Afghan girls like more than it helps.
We spread awareness about freelancing technology and digital literacy in Afghan women so they can aware themselves and then go grab expertise in particular specific micro niche skill then sell their services on freelance marketplaces like LinkedIn, Upwork and Freelancer. So they can easily earn 500 to $1,000 from there for their living. once
That's
they once once they economically strengthen themselves they can move out of the country. From there they can,
well,
if they want.
Well, but yes, it helps a lot nowadays. Earning even a little money is it's a big deal in Afghanistan for an Afghan woman. So it's a great help for them. I mean, if some girls were interested, I would be super happy to introduce them to you. And I think that there are more, it's like some girls in Islamabad, in other areas of Pakistan too, who came to Pakistan like last year or in 2021 after Taliban came. They came to Pakistan and they're just staying there waiting for um, maybe some have other cases and want to go to a third country, and some are staying in Pakistan. And I can see. I believe that they also need attention, and they also need um, such opportunities.
Okay, we are looking forward to hear from you. Uh, Once you connect with me one by one, every woman or every male, I uh, I do my best to help them. What I know, what I understand, and I really apologize why switching to mute.
It's okay.
Okay, here is Shakila. Here is my question with you. What is
Mhm.
your plan personally to help Afghan women? What is your plan? What is your goal?
Um, I'm working with an NGO. Um, they are they're having educational programs. So I cannot talk a lot about it, but my goal is to encourage other girls to not lose hope and to educate themselves. I know it's
Okay, so
super hard. It's super challenging to study in this situation in Afghanistan. I can say if I were there, I don't have the courage nor the energy to study or to stay energetic. but I'm still trying to encourage them.
Okay. Uh, Thank you so
Yes.
much. You explain their feelings. So we as an entrepreneur, as a social entrepreneur, always looking for solution. So what is solution you think which we can implement to bring them as a peaceful and lover?
So there are every time I end up planning something, there is an issue. There is an issue, and I mean, created by the government that is in the way of the plan. So it's really hard for me and for everyone to um, create. I mean, um, any plannings or to plan anything for uh, Afghan girls and boys who are in Afghanistan, and Afghan girls who are stopped from going to school. I mean, for boys, even if we talk only about boys and men, like it's possible um, to help them learn like freelancing and they. I mean, there are many boys who are freelancers. There are many men who are working online and earning online. But if we talk generally, it's challenging. I really don't have a solution in my mind.
Okay, so here we can start with males and boys.
Hmm.
And slowly and gradually when we see any opportunity to empower women and girls also, so we will also implement this. Initially we can start with boys and males from Afghans.
Hmm.
If you can connect, please connect with me. I will aware them, I will connect them with Pakistani top freelancers so they can learn from free resources and they can connect with 101 in groups from Pakistani freelance community, and they will happily to empower them, happily to give them a 101 group coaching so they can learn any particular skills, micro niche. If they will study, I 100% sure they will earn something from internet.
That's wonderful. I'm actually following Rihanna Lawala on YouTube, and I've watched like a majority of his videos. Um, he's doing an amazing work.
Yeah. So that's why we taking interviews from all around the world people, so we can help them, they can help us, so we grow our work and reach our goal, SDGs goal, so world can live happily, peacefully, and from poverty elevation. What advice would you give to someone younger than you?
Uh, it, well, it's not an advice, but to everyone, I can uh, I can say when I was 18, I read a book from um, Paulo Coelho, The Alchemist, and there is a saying in it: when you want something, the whole universe conspires to help you achieve it. I really believe in this saying, and it really works. Um, my advice, it's not an advice, so I say, um, dream big, set your goals. I mean, without any limits, and believe in it, you'll receive it for sure. I mean, you'll achieve it.
Thank you so much for giving your valuable advice. Here is my next question with you. Who is your mentor and what is his influence on you?
So by mentor, I didn't really get the question. Like mentor in like I said, my
Who?
brother was really. My brother has influenced a lot. Um, he always encouraged me, and the fact that he was always supporting me to be me um, and stay confident no matter what. This is, I think, this is the key
Okay.
to success. Success is for everyone. Success has a different definition, but the key to success is always confidence. And I learned this from my brother. Um, so I can say he's my mentor.
Okay. Thank you so much. Here is my next question with you. What is the importance of human mindset?
Human mindset. The importance of human mindset. So it's like a map. It takes you, like the way your mindset is, the way the map is, you'll end up being like that way. If the map is like connecting you um, to an abyss, and it's going um, to it's deadly for you, it's gonna lead you to die. But if the map is beautiful and it's um, positive, if your mindset is all positive and good, so you'll end up being positive and good and confident. And um, for me, the mindset is the definition for the mindset is the map for your life and everything.
Thank you so much
So it's
for
like the
giving your
core.
feedback on mindset.
Mhm.
Yeah. Uh, Munir Karim from Canada giving you blessing and showing her his
Thank you.
best wishes for you. He is from Canada and sorry, he is
Thank you.
from Pakistan. Right now living in Canada, Ontario.
Thank you, and thanks your team for doing such an amazing job.
Yeah. So here's my question with you. How do you start your day?
Well, I start my day. I set an alarm every day. 6:40 rings, and I wake up, and the first thing I say is Bismillah Rahman Rahim, and thank you, God, for blessing me with another day. And I start my day.
Yeah. So here's my next follow-up question. What are the other activities of yours in working days and weekends?
On weekends, well, I used to go hiking and on every weekend, but sometimes I just cannot go hiking because um, it gets dark here in Sweden and it's really busy here. I just moved to Sweden and it's really challenging. So as much as I can, I try to go hiking on weekends.
Okay, thank you so much. So Here is my next question with you. What will your professional career will be in coming 5 years?
In coming 5 years,
Yeah.
I will be working. Uh, there are two options for me. One, either I will be working in one of the, um, companies in Sweden, as in, um, I want to study software engineering or any field in software, but I also plan on doing my master's degree. So I haven't done my bachelor's degree yet. I'm planning on starting university. So in 5 years, if I cancel going doing master's degree, I would be working in one of the companies in Sweden. But if I just continue studying, I'll be doing my master's degree.
So where is right now in your journey?
Right now, I'm learning Swedish, which is really important here. I need to take an exam in Swedish, and then I will be able to go to university here in Gothenburg.
Okay. You know Bartola from Sweden?
Pardon me?
Bartola.
Not really.
I will connect with them. He's also a well-wisher from Rehan Foundation in Sweden. Our founder Rehan Allahwala, his friend, and he will in future also come at Rehan School Korangi campus.
That's
He's
amazing.
a super he is a super social connector.
Thank you. I'd be super
Yeah.
happy to connect with him.
Okay. So, what is your family background?
My family background. So, what exactly do I need to explain here?
Anything you want, you can explain, you can.
My family background, we grew up, I actually grew up in Pakistan, but
Where?
in Pakistan,
In city? In which city?
in Quetta, Pakistan. I grew up there
How long?
for more than 13 years.
13 years. So when did you leave?
I left Pakistan in 2000, in late 2014, and we went back to Afghanistan. Yes, we
What
lived
is
in Kabul. Yes.
what is the reason for leaving?
So the fact that I always loved my country. We all loved our country. We left Afghanistan because of I don't remember it. I was a baby, so there were many issues that we couldn't live in Afghanistan. Then we moved to Pakistan. We lived there for more than 13 years or more. Then we moved. So the 7 years in Afghanistan was the best 7 years of my life. Um, I was living with my brothers, and one of my brothers were married. We were all living together. So um, m- what I can say about my family background, which I consider important, is that I'm from a very my brothers are educated. and they are um, yeah, so I think this much is important, though I don't know more about the background. I don't really understand the concept.
Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Why this is happening today? Nothing happened. Okay, here is my question with you. Why you left Pakistan? What is the reason behind?
Because it's always so lovely to live in your own country.
Because
Because so we could live in our country before, like when we were living in Pakistan, that was only because we didn't have the opportunity to live in our own country. There were some security problems, and also that yes, I don't remember a lot because I was a baby when we left Afghanistan, but I don't remember why we came to Pakistan, sorry. Um, but me, my brothers, my sister, we all loved Afghanistan, so we moved back to Afghanistan.
I'm sorry I lost your lot of time by sudden internet connectivity issue. So here is my last two questions. So then we wrap up our session because internet is not very well right now. So
Fine.
we are at why you left Pakistan, and you said you are very little at that time. So you didn't know, you don't know, and why you left. So here is my last question with you. Okay, if you want to define something else, so you can. If not, so I can ask you last question, then wrap up our session.
Yeah, so that was about coming to Pakistan. Well, leaving Afghanistan, the reason is our love for Afghanistan and the fact that it's always lovelier and so much um, more peaceful, and feels so good to live in your country.
Yeah. When you guys are living in Quetta, how you feel?
I felt so good because I was considering Pakistan as my own country. Uh, I have the same love for Pakistan.
Okay. So, any embassy issues or any political issue you think happened? That's why you guys are late.
No, no, it wasn't connected to politics.
Okay. Thank you so much. Here is my last question with you. How likely is that you will recommend your friends and colleagues from Afghanistan or from Sweden
Recommend to
to us, to us, to our
for
interview
I mean,
series?
100%, 100%. Why not? They would be super happy. Uh, I appreciate you guys for doing such an amazing job, and um, I'm I'm sure there are like a lot of people are interested in this program,
Okay, so
and
please,
of course,
yes, please say something.
yes, I was saying that yeah, lots of people are interested, and I would definitely recommend you.
Okay, so here is my request to you, just like Caroline, uh, connect we both to each other. That's why you can also connect me with anyone through Messenger, chat, group chat, so we can initiate our initial conversation there.
Of course, I'd be super happy to do that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Akila. In our cultural from Sindh, we thank with two hands. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me. And yes,
Okay, bye bye.
bye.